Whether you're browsing the internet looking for the perfect irrigation system, or you've just stumbled upon this video by chance, we hope that by the end of this video you'll feel totally confident in our watering system as your pick for smart garden irrigation. Let's start by looking at what you actually get in the box. Let's hear from Kerry on her YouTube channel Dog on the Plot, where she unboxes it and looks at some of the key features and components.
So watering in here this year was manageable, but it wasn't the most efficient. And I do have to think about efficiency. This is a big plot, there's lots to do on it. I've got a full-time job, I've got the home garden, so I need to do this smarter. When Harvst contacted me about this system and I was looking into it, I just couldn't argue with the fact that it would completely transform the way that I run this plot. Now, normally I would find this quite overwhelming, being not much of a tech person, but Harvst comes with this part sheet, so I can see all the parts that I've got and what they're doing. So I know that this is my control panel and it's got the air temperature sensor in it. Obviously this is the pump, and then I've got the solar panel here. There's various fixtures and fittings, but over here what you've got is the option either to have sprayers that go along the top of the polytunnel, I think there's 40 of those, or you can drip feed individual plants along the ground of the polytunnel. I think you can feed up to 120 plants with this particular system. So the first thing I did was fit the filter to the end of the pipe. I've put a lot of pipe in here because if I get another IBC next to it, I want to be able to fit all the way along. So then the pipe runs through the little window at the side and it goes there into the pump. So the next part to do is the valves coming out of here, which then your pipes come off for the polytunnel. So that's all fixed on. It's all connected to the pump and to the sensor. So that's an air sensor. So it knows how hot it is in the polytunnel and whether to turn the water on. So, and just the valve then needs connecting. So the solar is connected and that's outside. And if I could reach, I could show you that it does actually tilt. So you can put it best for where the sun will be. So I'm quite happy. So the final stage of the installation now is just putting in the hose pipe along the polytunnel and then the drippers or the sprayers. Both of the hoses are in, so each of these is 10 meters. They're each on a separate valve, which means they're two zones that can be controlled separately. The very last thing now is to test the irrigation. The battery is fully charged and ready to go. Moment of truth. Wow. And now there goes zone 2. Yeah, we're really happy with that. This is about future-proofing. This is about making things easier next year. I'm so pleased that it all works and that I pretty much did it all by myself.
The Watermate is very customizable. It's a system built up of different modules that can be put together to fit your specific watering needs. Whether that's on or off grid, tank or mains water fed, it can do it. The Watermate is also very versatile. It can water up to 6 square meters with our mini system. It can water up to 40 square meters with our pro system. And with the addition of extra zones, the system can water up to 100 square meters. Let's hear from Danny on the Grow Up channel on YouTube, where he talks about how he customized his Watermate to fit his needs.
So it's the middle of autumn now and I've had my Harvst irrigation system in through spring, summer and all of autumn, and I have to say it's been absolutely fantastic whether or not I've had drip irrigation. I even modified it, and that was the thing that I loved the most about this system, is that you can modify it and adapt it to what you need in your polytunnel or greenhouse. I actually have an extra zone to add to the system for spring, but before that was actually brought out, I've got a hose pipe splitter system here, which goes to like my staging sprinklers, which I'll talk about in a second. This one goes to like my planters at the front of the polytunnel. But the best thing that I love about this is the fact that I can adapt it to what I want. And that was the feature that I love about the Harvst system, is that it's not a kit where you have to stick to the plan. The other thing that I love about Harvst as well is that they're forever improving the system. So there is new control panels now, which I'm looking to upgrade that. And also you can add on extra batteries and different zones, and you're not limited to just one job for this box. So I had a few people say, you know, like, why did you need to put in a Harvst irrigation system? And I will say, it took the pressure off. I focused on the garden more. I can now go on holiday without worrying that the tomatoes and all those vulnerable plants are getting watered. And also going to work, you know, not having to come over in the morning and make sure that everything's watered before I rush to work. It's now taking off that pressure, and I would say it's worth every single penny just for that factor alone, you know. So I would absolutely recommend Harvst. And I mean, the tech side of it, it's just so simple to do as well. I fitted this up within a few hours, but overall I would say that this system is a 10 out of 10.
Watermate does the watering for you, and through regular and specific watering, it helps you have more disease and pest-resistant plants. With Wi-Fi connectivity, you have the ability to adjust watering schedules and timings from wherever you are, whether that be on holiday, at work, or even you're just busy. You have the peace of mind knowing that your plants are being watered. Now let's hear what Rob, from Rob's Allotment, has to say about how his Watermate saved him time.
My name's Rob Smith, and I'm an author and garden magazine columnist. I'm also a member of the RHS Fruit, Veg and Herb Expert Group. I've been using my Harvst watering system for a couple of years now, and it's brilliant because it just saves me so much time. We're all busy in the garden, but I haven't got time to be watering every single day, but this unit does it for me. To be honest, it's probably produced the best tomatoes I've had in years, as they've all been healthy, really great tomatoes and no sign of blossom end rot at all. I use the drippers in containers, in troughs, in the ground, and even in hanging baskets with tomatoes and chilies. It keeps them watered and stops them drying out. I use the Harvst system that connects to a water butt, and this allows me to feed my plants by simply adding a liquid feed to the water butt. This drips through and feeds the plants on every watering. Since I can monitor the unit from my phone, I know my plants are going to be in tip-top condition and perfect when I get back, no matter what the weather.
Now, if you might be wondering just what Watermate is capable of, let's hear from Kevin 40 from Giant Veg. Kevin is the holder of 14 Guinness World Records, and this year he's managed to break another record with the Watermate as part of his setup.
Hi, my name is Kevin 40. I've secured multiple Guinness World Records. Been growing giant vegetables from the age of 5. My dad started off giant vegetable growing here in Wales, and he gave us our genes and our genetics with these wonderful seeds. This year we've been fortunate to have the support from Harvst and managed to use the Watermate Pro, which is a solar-powered irrigation system linked to a battery, and it's been phenomenal and helped us secure a Guinness World Record. So we've used the Watermate Pro from Harvst this year to grow some incredibly big vegetables, and some of the benefits of this system for us has been that it's been easy to use, easy to set up, incredibly easy to set up in fact, and it's also grown some incredibly large vegetables. And one thing is that this system harnesses the Earth's energy from that big yellow thing up in the sky to create incredibly large vegetables. So these are Thunder Mountain Longhorn chili peppers. They grow pretty long, as the name suggests, and we've used the Harvst system on this to really good effect this year. The crop on this is phenomenal, and they're pretty long. We've also grown exceptionally long aubergines and handfuls of tomatoes. You can also grow sweet long peppers, and this year we managed to secure that Guinness World Record certificate for the longest sweet pepper in the world. So from long chili peppers to giant bell peppers, the Harvst system does it all.
So whether you're growing herbs in your greenhouse, full-scale polytunnel growing, or even chasing world record veg, the Watermate can do it. So if you're interested to find out more, check out the links in our description below, explore our website to find the perfect system for your garden. Thanks for watching.